C again, and welcome to the weekly wrap-up video. So looking back to the key events we've seen this week, firstly starting off with Greece, they did commence their debt buyback programme. That started on Monday and has continued throughout of the trading week, ending today. This of course is part of the European leaders, part of the plan to get Greece on a more sustainable path on recovery. As we know, they are one of the main Eurozone indebted nations that are causing a lot of stress amongst the European leaders. So hopefully this can get them on to the road of recovery. But various European officials have just been passing around ideas of, what else can we do for Greece next if this does fail? They've mentioned just reducing interest, the interest on loans paid by Greece. So that very well could be a next option for the country. We've also seen the fact that they have had the 2-year extension granted in order to meet those deficit targets. So just making things a lot easier at the moment for Greece, but let's see if they can do it. Now, second thing I want to mention, yesterday we had the ECB press conference. Not that exciting, but one particular standout was the fact that Draghi noted that talks on rate cuts were held. So there were some talks on rate cuts, all including a negative deposit rate. So this actually did observe a pullback in the euro currency. We saw the fixed income products bid, in particularly the short end likes of Euribor, but that continued today as there were some echoed source comments out of 3 people with familiar knowledge of the matter, and they noted, yes, rate cuts could come in 2013. So markets essentially just anticipating, pricing in for a possible cut next year. Last thing to quickly touch upon then was the fiscal cliff. The talks are still ongoing, at a stalemate at the moment. Doesn't seem to be a lot of progress, a lot of discrepancy and, arguments here and there, just all the political nonsense. So do note, Boehner has been speaking throughout of this week of the equity markets have been fragile to the various comments out of these US politicians, but they need to hurry up because the end is approaching. They have until the end of this month to come to an agreement on these fiscal cliff and these debt talks. So other than that, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Firstly, before you go, viewers, just in terms of the key events next week, we do have various key Chinese data in the likes of CPI. We've also got industrial production and retail sales. It'll be interesting to see the data because we have seen a bit of a rebound in terms of recent figures out of China, in the likes of the HPC manufacturing PMI. Elsewhere out of the US we have the FOMC rate decision, which should be very interesting, and also we've got jobs data out of the UK. So that's it. Thank you very much. Have a fantastic weekend and good night.